Hey guys, we're starting up a new unit and this is about triangles. Today's video is about classifying triangles by their angles and their sides. This is Category F, Stage 1, High School Geometry. What are the properties of triangles? Well, triangles have three sides. Comes from the word tres in Spanish, which means three. Triangles have three interior angles. They always add up to exactly 180 degrees. You can classify a triangle by its sides. You can call it an equilateral, isosceles, or scalene triangle. You can classify a triangle by its angles as well, acute, right, or obtuse triangle. And to find the area, remember to multiply the base times the height and divide by 2. How do you classify a triangle by its sides? If all three sides are the same length, it's an equilateral triangle. You'll notice those little tick marks mean that all three sides are similar. If two or more sides are the same, it's called an isosceles triangle. Notice how that one only has 2 tick marks. And if none of the sides are the same, it's called a scalene triangle. All three sides are different. How do you classify a triangle by its angles? If all three angles are less than 90 degrees, then it's an acute triangle. Like that, those are all less than 90 degrees. If one angle is exactly 90 degrees, it's a right triangle. And if one angle is greater than 90 degrees, it's an obtuse triangle. Example number 1, classify the triangle by its angles and sides. 40 degrees, 50 degrees, and 90 degrees. One side is 8 foot, 10 foot, and 6 foot. I see a right angle, so that means that it's a right triangle. I also see 3 different side lengths, 6 feet, 8 feet, 10 feet. So that means that it's a scalene triangle. The answer for this is a right scalene triangle. Hi! Example number 2. Classify the triangle by its angles and sides. 26 degrees, 26 degrees, and 128 degrees. I see an obtuse angle. It is an obtuse triangle. 13 meters, 10 meters, and 10 meters. I see 2 similar side lengths, so that means that it's an isosceles triangle. This is an obtuse isosceles triangle. Oh! Example number 3. A triangle has an angle measure of 17 degrees, 83 degrees, and 80 degrees. What kind of triangle is it? Well, first, make sure all of the angles add up to 180. 83 plus 17 is 100, plus 80 is 180. Notice how all the angles are different and less than 90. That means that this is acute because they're less than 90, and it's scalene because all three are different. This is an acute scalene triangle. Example number 4. What kind of triangle is this? Well, first, make sure all the angles add up to 180. 42 plus 38 adds up to 80 plus 100 is 180. Notice how all of the angles are different, 38, 42, and 100. But one angle is greater than 90 degrees. That means that it's obtuse because of the 100 degrees and scalene because all three measures are different. Example number 5. What kind of triangle is this? 44 degrees, 46 degrees, and 90 degrees. First, make sure all of the angles add up to 180. 44 plus 46 is 90, plus 90 is 180. Notice how all the angles are different, but one angle is exactly 90 degrees. That means that this is a right scalene triangle. Example number 6. Is this triangle isosceles? Well, first, make sure all of the angles add up to 180. 38 plus 38 is 76 degrees, plus 104 is 180. Notice how 2 of the angles are the same, 38 degrees and 38 degrees. That means that yes, this is an isosceles triangle. Example number 7. What kind of triangle is this? Notice how two of the sides have the same tick mark, 1 and 1. That means that this is an isosceles triangle. Example number 8. What kind of triangle is this? Notice how all the tick marks are different. Here we have 1 tick mark. Right here we have 2 tick marks. And right here we have 3 tick marks. That means that every side length is different. We don't know what the measurement is, but we're certain that those are 3 different measures. That means that this is definitely a scalene triangle. Example number 9. What kind of triangle is this? Notice how all 3 of the angles are different. We have a 90-degree angle right here. We have a single loop right there and a double loop right there. Since all 3 of those are different, that means that every angle is going to be different, which makes this a right scalene triangle. Example number 10, our final example. What kind of triangle is this? Well, notice how all the tick marks are the same. That means that every side length is the same. That is an equilateral triangle. By the way, a little bit of a fun fact, all equilateral triangles have 60-degree angles. 60 plus 60 plus 60 adds up to 180. Here are some fun facts about triangles. It is impossible for a triangle to have more than 1 obtuse angle, or to have more than 1 right angle. But it is possible to have 3 acute angles. Also impossible is for a triangle to have an obtuse angle and a right angle at the same time. And finally, our math joke of the day. Why was the math teacher late for work? Well, because he took the rhombus, or rhombus as some would pronounce this. Looks pretty cool. You got a bus popping a wheelie. That'd be fun. Don't know how safe it would be, but that would be exciting. That is the end of our video. Please join us in our next lesson as we learn about angles of a triangle. We'll see you then. See ya.